It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got the Chargers' superstar tight end. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Chargers and the Bills, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on before a touchdown pass ends him.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the road here in Buffalo. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
Certainly.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Walker once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 93 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, third down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if he can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles, maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Here comes third down at 7. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Manning, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Manning, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Manning.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Now 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a give right side. It's Manning, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Manning
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 9 now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Hurts going to keep it again.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, it's Manning.
59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Barnett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Brock Purdy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Kyler Murray, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
A gain of 12. First down, the Chargers.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
2nd and inches at the Bills' 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Pickup on the play. First down, Chargers.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 84.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Check. Alert.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Number 82. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Hurts.
He finds his man. Complete. That's man.
Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Steps away. Shakes off the sack. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the counter. Manning. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
At the 18-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
On third down, it's Manning, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A 25-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
Looking to throw. Dixon complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Completes it to Dixon. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
3rd down and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds his man complete. It's man. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw out wide to Walker. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting to stay up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On 2nd down now, it's Manning. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards on the ground. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bills 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. shifts by him, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now back to throw.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Now hold everything here, because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Manning. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11, as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chargers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.